Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to give you my views on how Tomorrowland should be if I was in charge of doing it, or at least my thoughts on what they should do with Tomorrowland. And the reason I'm discussing this now is because they just released concept art for the new Tomorrowland entrance, and it looks great, and it looks like they did it right in my opinion. Here is the concept art that Disney recently released in regards to the new Tomorrowland entrance, and I think it looks great. I do like how they put the spires in that do match the Tomorrowland Terrace and also Space Mountain as well. It is really opened up and much better than the French Fry Rocks, so I look forward to seeing this when it is completed. Here is the Tomorrowland Terrace, and I wanted to show you that because of the spires that do match the new Tomorrowland entrance. Here's another picture of the Tomorrowland Terrace area, and just look how nice Disneyland looked back then. I hope that they could return it to that. You are now looking at the 1967 version of the Tomorrowland entrance. Look how nice it looks without that Astro Orbiter there. So I'm just going to discuss now what they should do with Tomorrowland, the rest of it, and I would like your input down below. What would you like to see Tomorrowland become at Disneyland? So the first thing that needs to happen, in my opinion, is the People Mover needs to come back. So they need to bring the People Mover back. If they cannot use the current tracks, they need to demolish the ones that are there and rebuild them and hopefully make them look similar to what they look like now. So that's what I would do first. In this picture you can see the People Mover, you can see the rocket jets, you can see Carousel of Progress, and look how good it looks. And also everything is in motion, which is very cool. And here again is more of the People Mover, as well as the American flag, which that flagpole is still there because it's built right into the structure that is currently there. And here is the Matterhorn Mountain and the People Mover along with the Skyway. The second thing I would do is, years ago, the rocket jets, which are similar to the Astro Orbiter, were on top of the platform to the People Mover. So I would go and make the rocket jets return again on top of the People Mover, and that also is a good thing because you got two rides in one stacked on top of each other. Plus the rocket jets were up much higher than the Astro Orbiter when you do ride the ride, so that was kind of cool as well. Once again, you're looking at the People Mover and the rocket jets. Off to the far right, there's red and white, looks like a kind of a cage type thing. That is the elevator to get up to the People Mover. Here is the loading platform for the People Mover. As you can see, it can accommodate a lot of people, and the People Mover was just a great ride, relaxing, and a very good memory for me when I was a kid, as well as the rocket jets. I do have fond memories of riding this as a kid, and you are way up there compared to the Astro Orbiter. Plus, I think it's a better looking ride than the Astro Orbiter as well. Here's another look at the rocket jets and how awesome of an attraction that it is. So then I would of course get rid of the Astro Orbiter. That would open up the entrance even more than it is now, and I think that would be a good thing. So that's the first thing I'd do. Then I would go in and get rid of anything that is not pure Disney, and that would be any Pixar attractions that they have, and Star Tours, because that is Star Wars. Heading on in through the entrance, I'd get rid of the Astro Blaster because it is Pixar, and because they have Pixar over at DCA, and also it's similar to Midway Mania to some degree. Yes, it's a lot different, but it's a game, similar shooting and that, so it'd be similar to Midway Mania, which is really good. So that is what I would do in that building. Star Tours needs to go because Star Wars has left, and now they have Galaxy's Edge over there. On the other side of the park, they have their own land. So to me, that needs to go. This building is currently Star Tours, but it was Adventure Through Inner Space when I was a little kid. and I think it was much better than having Star Wars there. Then you have the Star Trader, which is a store, and it is full of Star Wars merchandise. That needs to get out of there because Star Wars would no longer be there. So you take that out, throw Disneyland merchandise back in there. This is the Star Trader, and behind that used to be the Starcade, which I wish they would bring that back as well. But anyways, this is the store that I was referring to. Then you go on to where Captain EO used to be, that little theater there. It's been Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, I think, and a number of different things. Now they kind of just use it for useless things like showing previews. So if that's what they're going to do with it, I think Captain EO should come back. Even though it's very dated, I would throw Captain EO back in there, at least until they could come up with something better. It was better than what they got going now. So that's what I would do with that. As far as Space Mountain goes, I'd leave it alone. Here is Space Mountain of 1977 when it first opened. It used to have an escalator going up there, but no longer has that. Space Mountain is perfect in my opinion. The only thing that I don't like about it is that they put Hyperspace Mountain in there, and that again is Star Wars, so that needs to go. So then you go to what used to be the Carousel of Progress. At the current Star Wars Launch Bay building, it used to be Carousel of Progress and then America Sings, and look how nice it used to look. Ever since you had the Carousel of Progress, then after that you had America Sings. Once America Sings left, that building has been kind of a waste. They haven't really utilized it well, and I don't think it's good at all. I would prefer that they not take that out. There have been rumors that they're going to bulldoze the building, but I would hope that that does not happen. I tend to like the history of the park and the buildings that are currently there because that's the way Walt Disney designed them, and I like that instead of getting rid of everything and it all be new stuff. I would rather that they keep the old buildings and repair them, or if they have to, remodel them a little bit, but at least the outsides would resemble what they looked like when Walt Disney was there, because at least his influence on the park would still be present, as opposed to just demolishing everything and there's nothing left of what Walt Disney designed, since it was his park. So that's what I would do with that. As far as the submarines, that is also Pixar. I feel that Nemo has run its course. It's kind of old now, and if nothing else, they can return that back to the submarines that were once there, if they're going to keep submarines at all. Here is what the submarines looked like when it was called Submarine Voyage, before Nemo took this attraction over. Autopia I think they should keep, because that is an opening day ride, and I think that that should be kept. Here is Autopia with cars that they used to have in the past. And where the motorboats used to be, which is not being used at all, it would be nice if they would come up with something that would go in that little lagoon area instead of just tables and chairs where the entrance used to be to the motorboats. So that is kind of what I would like to see Tomorrowland become, and I hope that at least some of those things are enacted, if not all of them, but at least some of them. And I would like to know what your thoughts are on what do you think Tomorrowland should look like. What should they keep or not keep? To me, I like the idea that when Walt Disney went in there, it was all basically generic stuff. Nothing was tied to a movie, and I wish that they would go back to that concept, because now Disney tends to think, oh, a movie has to be tied with everything. Because when you look at like Pirates of the Caribbean, which never used to be tied to anything, now they got to incorporate a movie. Everything they got to tie a movie to, and it's nice when they don't. So I'm hoping that they do not do that, and to me that's what separates Disneyland from Universal Studios, because that's more about movies than Disneyland is. Yes, Disneyland does have its history of animation and that, but it's nice when not everything it has to be tied to a movie. So that's my thoughts on Tomorrowland and what I would like to see it become. What are your thoughts? That's what I'm interested in knowing. What do you think Tomorrowland should be when they do finally get around to redoing it? Now that are showing what the entrance is going to be like, you know, they got rid of the French fry rocks already, and they've got grass in there, and you'll see the picture, if you probably have seen it by now, of the concept art So what do you think they should do with Tomorrowland? Make sure you do put a comment below your thoughts and give this a big thumbs up, especially if you think I should do more videos where I discuss things at Disneyland. I can start doing those, but I need to know if there's an audience for that or if anybody would like me to do that. So give me a thumbs up, put comments, tell me what you think, and we will see you next time.